This is the best show that you probably haven't even heard of. Recently, an incredible show called Widow's Bay just finished its first season on Apple TV, and let me just say, as somebody who has seen the entirety of the first season, this is an absolutely brilliant show, and it's one of my favorite TV shows to come out in recent years. For those of you who like horror, who like comedy, who like dark comedy, and comedy horror especially, this is gonna be a treat. I don't want to spoil a lot from this show because trust me, it is much better when you go in blind. But it is basically about this mayor who lives in an island called Widow's Bay, and the island is haunted. There's been a lot of weird things that have happened in it over the years, but the mayor is insistent. He wants to make it a good place for tourism. He basically wants to make it the next Martha's Vineyard, but in his attempts to do so, in his attempts to boost tourism, weird things just keep happening. Now, if you go into this show expecting a serious slow burn like Midnight Mass, I think you've placed your expectations in the wrong way, because this is not a slow burn. As I've said before, it is a comedy horror. It doesn't take itself very seriously. It's like every single episode has its own genre. They have a haunted house episode, they have a creature feature episode, they have an occult horror episode, they have a gothic period piece episode, they also have this slasher episode, and every single one of them stands out in their own way. It's a great satire on these genres. The show is developed by Katie Dippold, who worked in Parks and Rec, and this really does feel like a horror version of Parks and Rec, from the premise to the character interactions and the character dynamics. The character dynamics are interesting, and each of the characters brought their own thing to the table. Man, Apple TV this decade really is giving HBO a run for their money when it comes to prestige TV. The only downside to it is that a lot of Apple TV shows don't really have the recognition that they deserve. And that's the same thing with Widow's Bay, but it has already been greenlit for a second season, and I really do hope it gets the attention that it deserves, just like Severance. I mean, in the first season, nobody really paid attention to Severance, but it got much more popular along the way. So if you're looking to fill in the void with Stranger Things and The Boys ending this year, this is the show to go. I had such a fun time, and I think you will too. But what did you think? Let me know and follow for more.